Welcome to the Virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for How Do You Get There? Please welcome to your screen the groovin' Stephen Ferris and his guest for How Do You Get There?
Hey everybody, welcome to How Do You Get There? I am Stephen Ferris, and How Do You Get There is a show for the future of America where I talk to interesting and fun friends of mine who tell me how to get to places that they've been to and that they like to go to. And I have another artist friend draw an interpretive artistic map based on the directions given to me by the direction giving guest. And tonight I have Jason Mack, a comedian here in Sacramento. And also I have Skip Bacon, who's also a comedian here in Sacramento, but tonight she is a cartographer and she will be assisted by her almost 4-year-old niece. So if everybody could welcome Jason and Skip.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. How you doing, Jason?
Good. How are you, Steven?
I think I'm doing pretty good, considering just became an uncle myself, and I have to babysit my sister's dogs. I've got them on the couch here next to me, and my cats are in the garage meowing at the same time. Trying to stay focused on the show. So that's about how it's going right now.
That's good. How are you doing with all the stuff that's going on?
Well, it is what it is. Work has been pretty much the same because I already worked from home since June of 2019 anyway. But yeah, it is kind of a bummer, and tensions with neighbors are a little more stressful and things like that. So,
Why? What's up with your neighbors? Do they throw stuff at your house?
Well, I haven't seen anything like that yet.
Do they do they steal from you?
I haven't observed that yet either.
Do they put things in your mailbox?
No, not that I know of.
Oh, what do they do? Must be pretty serious.
Yeah, they don't do any of those things, so I guess they must not be that bad. Well, I do suspect that they sprayed paint thinner on my lawn a few months ago, killed the grass.
Do they paint it after?
No.
Sorry, that would have been a real joke if it was primer, but that didn't make sense.
I guess I could have painted it. But
Yeah.
I dug it all out and then replaced the soil with some other soil that I had extra in the backyard. And then I went ahead and contacted their property manager, and we worked together to find the property line, and I put up a sort of a semi-barrier of plants and stuff there, just so it's clear where the property line is, just in case there was any confusion and he thought he was spraying his own grass or something,
Yeah.
There's been some issues with the garbage because now they have this giant boat and a bunch of other cars and stuff that makes it difficult for the garbage truck to back all the way down the street because the street ends down there, it doesn't keep going. And, there's a whole history too. I mean, the first day they moved in, the guy's like out in the backyard threatening to hit his kids and stuff. And it's just like,
Oh.
yeah. So, but how are you doing?
I'm good. I don't really have, I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to get through. I just got some new Dr. Scholl's shoes.
Uh-huh.
So because I'm in so much pain all the time. So I'm trying to walk around more. I don't have a gym anymore. My yoga studio is closed down, So I just started walking around. So I went on a really long walk, and now I have plantar fasciitis.
Cool.
So now I'm even more pain.
Yeah,
It's
shit.
gonna be a year and a half to recover.
Okay.
Probably not that, but I'm fine. Yeah, I got these Dr. Scholl shoes. I feel like I'm walking on blocks. They're they're corrective and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, and I go to school
okay.
on Zoom.
Good.
Yeah,
All right. What are you studying?
screenwriting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that at the? Oh, never mind. Let's check in with Skip. And see how she's doing. How are you doing, Skip?
Awesome, especially comparatively. Still able to walk without pain. I didn't do anything recently to make it worse, so I'm super thankful for that right now. Didn't realize how thankful I was till right now. Super thankful. Also super excited to show people that I'm not just a funny, beautiful girl. I also have tons of skills drawing like cats,
Mm-hmm.
disabled and inclusive apparently. I'm like, stoked about that. Super stoked about our special guest star tonight, who is my niece Parker, who will be 4 in January, and just moved to California, so now I get to hang out with her friggin' constantly. So pretty excited. Auntie Skip is my favorite thing to be. So pretty overall stoked.
Okay. All right. Well, let's jump in here. Jason, where was the last place that you went?
Well, today I went for a walk. I walked for like 2.4 miles.
Okay. And where did you walk to?
Just walked around.
So
I went down to Broadway, and then I turned on the street that well, I live in Oak Park,
Uh-huh.
so I started there,
All right.
and I went down the street, and I went down Martin Luther King Jr.,
Okay.
and then I turned left on Broadway. I wasn't wearing a mask. Do you wear a mask when you go everywhere, like outside, like just walking around?
No, I don't.
I don't either, but a lot of other people do,
Yeah, some people
and
do.
I feel like I'm the jerk here, but like
I
pretty
get that,
careful.
yeah. And I understand how they feel, but at the same time, I stay like, 20 feet away from people when I'm out like that.
Yeah, I go around people, but I mean, there are times where you go within a few feet of people walking by, but I'll probably bring the mask with me next time because I don't know, because I just figure I'm walking in my neighborhood, Yeah, so I went past the brewery on Broadway. There were a bunch of people out there.
Okay.
I don't know the rules. Are they allowed to be eating there?
I mean, I'd assume it's okay if they're outside,
Yeah.
but now a lot of these outdoor places have, these big coverings that basically make the outdoor area indoors. So I'm like, what's the point of that?
Yeah, you're just making it outdoors. You already said that, but
Yeah. Well, now, so when you started walking, you weren't on Broadway, right?
no. Do you want to know? Well, I was in
You
Oak Park.
don't have to say, you just, you don't even have to give any street names. You can just say, turn left, right, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. East,
Yeah.
north.
I turned left on MLK, and then left on Broadway,
Okay.
and then I walked on Broadway for a while. Like I was in Oak Park, and then I walked until I was in Curtis Park. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I turned left at I don't know what street. What's the street that Gunther's is on? Franklin? Franklin?
I don't remember. Aren't there two Gunthers?
No, Gunther's, they make really good ice cream, and everyone else makes bad ice cream, so they just buy the ice cream from Gunther's. At least that's the way they explained it to me.
Oh, okay.
So
I've been to
everywhere you can get good ice cream in Sacramento is just Gunther's ice cream. They have a monopoly.
Then there's this guy out on Folsom by Trader Joe's who is trying to sell an ice cream called Motor Oil. And I tried it like shortly after he first opened, and it's not bad. It's a chocolate ice cream, but it's called Motor Oil. And now that's like his main advertisement. Like, as if you drive by on Folsom, he's got a huge sign that says, "Try our Motor Oil ice cream." And then, I don't know, for some reason, seeing it there, even though I've tried it before and I thought it was good, seeing it on that sign, I'm like, that's gross. Like, why would anybody want to try that?
Yeah, it's not good marketing.
Yeah.
It's not good marketing to, on a road, remind someone of drinking motor oil.
Right.
Yeah. I've been making ice cream during this whole thing. I was gonna make some. I've been meaning to make some the last couple of days. I made a really good French vanilla with like extra eggs.
Okay.
It's really custardy. Do you like a custardy vanilla?
I don't know. I mean, I always go for chocolate. I like a chocolate ice cream. That's my favorite.
You
I
make
think
me sick.
it used to be mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, have you had the Thrifties mint chocolate chip?
I probably have, yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Probably
good.
got it from a real Thrifties.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like the Thrifties ice cream. They have some kind of special process that keeps the crystals from being too big.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like award-winning ice cream. You can get it at Rite Aid.
Yeah, right. Because Rite Aid bought out
That's
all
what it used to be Thrifties.
Mhm. Okay, so you went to Curtis Park. Then what happened?
So I kept walking past Gunther's,
Okay.
and then I walked past like a music place, they do music lessons. It was on the right.
Okay. But wait a minute. Did you get ice cream at Gunther's?
No,
It's too cold, right?
it's never too cold for ice cream, but I didn't have a mask, so I couldn't even.
Okay.
That's part of why I wasn't bringing a mask, because I don't want to like get ice cream or something.
Didn't want to tempt yourself, right? Okay.
Yeah, I cannot stop having ice cream. It's my biggest vice, other than the gambling and the horse. But
Right.
because the ice cream's more dangerous for you, gives you diabetes.
Yeah, that's true.
But like I use marijuana to like manage my pain, and every time I can't not have ice cream. I've put on 30 pounds in ice cream weight.
Jeez.
That's an exaggeration, but I thought it'd be fun. Yeah, so I walked past the music store. That's like on 4th, I think.
Okay.
It's like they have music lessons. Do you know how to play anything?
Yeah. Play trombone. Been teaching myself piano. And I have a trumpet that I kind of can mess around on.
Yeah, I've taken the first month of piano lessons, or piano class, 3 times.
Okay.
So
I've just
I can play Mary Had a Little Lamb in like 6 different ways,
all right.
and that's it.
I've just been picking songs that I like and getting like the chord sheets or the sheet music and then just messing around. I taught myself California Girls by the Beach Boys. And right now I'm messing with Papa Don't Preach by Madonna.
That's good.
Did Highway to Hell, AC/DC.
Oh yeah, I saw you did that. That was really good.
Yeah, thanks.
Rock and roll. They got a new album out, huh?
I think I heard something about that.
Yeah, figured you'd be listening to that in
Basically.
your Lincoln town car.
It's a Cadillac.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any offense.
Everybody knows Cadillac's better than Lincoln.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by that. You know
Right.
me. I'm always running my mouth.
No.
Yeah. I can play, well, I can't really play the harmonica, but if I play it the right way, my dog will howl, which is pretty cool because she's a lab. She's not like, she can only howl, she howls in her sleep, or when I play the harmonica in like the exact like octave, which I don't know. I don't even know what octave means.
Oh, well, it's the same note, but it's higher
Yeah.
or lower.
Yeah. It's a pretty low thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So you walked by the music store.
Yeah, and on the left there's like this AA place. I thought it was a bar because all the people out there look like they belonged in a bar, and it's because they did.
Okay.
But yeah, that was on the left, so I don't know if that was around 3rd or something. But then I took a left on 2nd. I think it's 2nd. No, wait. 5th? Yeah, whatever goes over the bridge.
Over the bridge.
Yeah, I think it's 5th. Over the freeway overpass from Curtis Park to Oak Park.
Um, I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably Fifth.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Have I seen that before?
Yeah, it's like if you're in Oak Park, you turn and you go past the McGeorge School of Law,
Okay.
and then you go over an overpass over the freeway. And somebody wrote Megan on the freeway, on the sidewalk of the freeway overpass.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody really must like somebody named Megan or something.
Yeah, or she jumped there.
Oh, that could be.
Whoops. Didn't mean to bring the place down.
Yeah. Oh no. All right. There we go.
Oh man, poor Megan.
Yeah.
Have you ever almost died?
I guess so. I almost electrocuted myself one time with an aquarium heater. And
How did you do that?
I bumped it with a rock when I was cleaning the aquarium, I think.
Oh,
Yeah. And then, but even the fish didn't even die. It was, I felt some current for a second, and then I think a fuse blew or something like that.
yeah.
And the fish were fine.
Well, that's good.
Another time, a guy, I think he was going to try to rob me or something, and I'm not even sure if his gun was real, really, but he pointed it at me.
Oh, that's not where you're not supposed to do that with a gun.
Yeah,
That's the first rule of a gun. Is you
yeah,
don't point it at Stephen Ferris unless you're gonna kill him.
pretty much. And I
All right, that was,
up, I was like, "Shoot me!"
yeah.
He ran off. So
Did you call him a punk?
no, I didn't really say anything to him. He was running off, and he turned back, and he was like, "You of all people." Like,
What?
yeah, I don't know. He wasn't expecting that response from me, I guess.
You think he just saw you and he was like, I can rob this guy very easily.
I think so. Yeah.
You think he was like, oh good, I got an easy one, because that's a tough job,
Right.
you know, killing people, like robbing people at gunpoint.
Right.
You can get hurt,
Yeah.
or you can hurt someone else. I would hate if that happened.
Yeah. All right. So
But then it turns out you were an idiot. What a twist. It was like, this guy looks like he values his life. Little did he know.
We were right outside my apartment building. I was like, "You're not gonna fire a gun here. Everybody's gonna hear you."
Yeah, no, makes sense to me.
I don't know. But all right. So, is that as far as you went then?
Well, I mean, at this point, I'm getting closer to my house. I'm kind of coming back, you know.
All
The
right.
walk down Broadway was the biggest part of it. Jen, stop. Sorry, my dog was itching in her ear.
Okay. Your video's less choppy now.
Yeah, it evened out eventually. Like there is this, like, if I open the door to the office, there is like a strip of space where there's really good Wi-Fi reception,
Okay.
and the laptop, usually I have like about a 4x4 amount of space that the laptop can go, which is most of the desk, at least on the left where I need it, so it's fine. This is the least entertaining part of this. Anyway, it looks good. So yeah, I was at,
Wi-Fi thing on there.
yeah, so I go left on I don't know, I guess at this point I'm at like left going down Fifth, and then I got to the McGeorge School of Law, and instead of going to 33rd and taking a right, I just cut through the school because it's like open into like big old like public areas, and then they have like student housing, but it looks like they have like 100 students. It's very small. So I went through there and I walked by the bread factory.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bread factory in Oak Park. I'm gluten free, so it kind of triggers my PTSD. But
So,
I walked by the bread factory. Yeah, it smells good though.
okay. They have a lot of, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if that's an appropriate question to ask really, but did they have a lot of gluten in Iraq?
Yeah, sometimes. Actually, I flew on this thing called a EP-3 Ares 2. It's a long range surveillance. It's basically a spy plane. The media always calls it a spy plane, and I just tell people that because it's easier than explaining this top secret but still like, publicly known thing that I do. But we had a little like galley in the back of the plane, and there was a toaster oven and a coffee pot and a couple beds for if we did like a 10-hour flight, the flight engineers and pilots could like take a little nap while the other ones rotate in. But yeah, we'd get like flight meals, and they would just give us the highest calorie crap. We'd just be sitting for 10 hours just eating garbage. Anyway, I got an air medal for that.
Okay.
I got 1,600 flight hours. I call them combat nap hours because I was mostly asleep, at least over Iraq, because I didn't have anything to do for our mission.
Oh,
But it was a fun time. Had a lot of Pop-Tarts. You ever had a Rip It?
a Rip It? No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, they're like it's like a Red Bull. They're like sodas that have a little bit more caffeine than a soda, and they have a bunch of B vitamins and stuff.
Okay.
Like they taste more like regular sodas. Like the orange soda is really good. And then the ones that we would get in Qatar it was an Air Force base, were like really small. They were like 8-ounce cans or something like that. And I would just be downing orange Rip-Its for 10 hours over Iraq every day.
So what color was your urine after that?
It was the same. It was orange, just like the Rip-It.
Yeah.
It just came out. It tasted sweet.
Because vitamin B will do that too, won't it?
I don't know.
I think it will. All right. So you've been to Iraq.
Well, I've flown over it a lot.
Yeah.
Our
You
plane.
never actually set foot in it?
No,
Oh, really? Okay.
no, we would fly out of Qatar.
I see. You've been to Qatar.
Yeah, I've been to Qatar, Bahrain, UAE.
You want to give us directions to Qatar?
Well, which way do you want to go? Because the first time I went the long way. I went left.
Whichever way is your favorite.
That was my favorite because I got to go to. Wait, maybe that was the second time. I got to go to Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean.
Okay.
That's it's like this like little horseshoe shaped island that the British kicked the natives off of like 80 years ago, and now we like bomb people from there when we need to. Like, there's a bunch of conspiracy theories about that place. Like, people think that that's where they put MH370 or whatever.
Oh.
And that's where they staged the beginning of the Afghanistan war. Was from there before they had bases all over the Middle East. Me, the colonizers,
Right.
me and you. So I got to go to Diego Garcia. I got to spend a night in Okinawa. I got to land in Djibouti, Thailand. So that was a fun. Or you know what? It was Alaska. We got to go to Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, okay.
On the way there. That was pretty cool. So it was like Anchorage, Okinawa, Thailand, Diego Garcia, war.
How long did you stay in each of these places?
Usually, well, some of them were just gas stops, but Okinawa was a night. Diego Garcia was a night. I spent like 3 days in England once, because somebody, wait, no, okay, it was one night in England and then like 3 nights in Sicily because somebody stole the gas cap to the plane.
What?
Which you'd be surprised, it actually happens a lot.
Okay.
And it only happens when you're in cool places. Like nobody ever steals a gas cap when you're, you know, in Djibouti or something like that. Someplace that doesn't have that many facilities. But yeah, I got to spend a couple nights in Sicily because of that. One time I got stranded in England going to the war. And like we took a train out because we were like out kind of in the middle of nowhere. And so we had to like take a train out to like go to London. And we asked like the cab, like, hey, the cab who took us to the train station, like you guys will be here, you know, tonight when we get back. And they're like, oh yeah, no problem. And we get back and it's like 11 or like 12, you know, it's not even that late. And they wouldn't, nobody would pick us up. They stopped like running the cab. And so like we ended up like just making too much noise and the police came like at this little like train station in England, and I talked the cops into like giving us a ride to the hotel. And then the cop, like he was like, yeah, okay, we can get you in the paddy wagon, but if we get a call, we're gonna have to roll, which was so cool. Nothing really happened, but I ended up, they drop us off, and then I gave the cop like a 10-pound note, like as a tip, because I was a drunk idiot. And he was like, oh no, I can't accept this. And I was like, no, it's okay, use it for gas. And he was like, no, I don't buy gas. And I said, oh, that's right, petrol. And then I just like dropped it in his window and like walked away.
Okay.
And I remember when I was calling the cab, this is actually a funny thing that I said, if we want to remember that. Funny things I said.
Yeah.
I called the cab company and they're like, yeah, somebody will be there to pick you up at 5:30 in the morning. And I was like, that's not going to work. We have a war to get to in the morning. And it was true. We're trying to get to a war, you know,
Yeah.
good places to be.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's a good way to make light of a bad situation, I guess.
That was fine. The war was fun for me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I was flying. Flying was cool. I do miss that about the military. Like I got to fly and see some cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think about going into some kind of career that involves flying at all, or?
Every once in a while I'll see postings for jobs that are like what I did.
Uh-huh.
And I can't imagine it's ethical because it's like I dealt with like other countries' weapon systems. Like I dealt with ELINT, electronic intelligence. So like signals coming from radars, coming from, you know, planes and ships and stuff like that, and like associating them with weapon systems. So when I see like a civilian posting for that, I'm like, what kind of Blackwater crap are you guys getting into, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I probably wouldn't get into it now. But, you know, we have like surveillance flights over Sacramento now, like 5 or 6 nights a week. Like there's little Cessnas that the FBI's flying.
Uh-huh.
So I figure they're doing, because I noticed them flying in an ellipse at night. So they're flying in a collection pattern. And then if you Google it, there's like a kid from UC Davis who like figured out what was going on. He was able to like match the call signs of these planes that were flying to FBI planes. And then it's also been uncovered in like 17 cities around the country. So it's like some big program that they won't really tell us about. We don't really know exactly what's going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, to notice it was interesting. I don't know, where I live, I'm kind of near flight paths for both Mather and what's the other one? Mather. McClellan, yeah. Because, you know.
And then there's you're not too far from the Sacramento, the one in South Sac either.
Yeah, the little business airport.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes, you know, I'll hear stuff fly over my house and I want to see what it is. So I'll pull up like, I don't know what you use, but I just found like Flight Radar 24 or something like that.
Yeah. I use my eyes and my experience.
Okay.
I hear stuff every once in a while. I saw one of my planes in San Francisco a few years ago. I was like in a therapy appointment at my school, and I heard engines, and I was like, "What's that?" And I go to the window, and it's an EP3, and it's actually very rare. There's only like the U.S. military only has like 10 of them.
Oh, wow.
So it's actually it's really uncommon to see, especially over a place like San Francisco. Like a squadron in Washington will probably fly, around this area a couple times a year, just on like training flights and stuff like that. But yeah, I hear planes every once in a while. I'll go check the flight radar thing. See some cool stuff sometimes. Saw a U2 a few months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got pictures of it. And then last year I saw a B-24 and a B-25 fly like back to back.
Okay.
One of those is really rare. One of those only has like a single digit amount flying, and the other one's more common. But don't quote me on it.
Those aren't like World War II, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, they were flying for. There's a couple companies that do like demonstration flights and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So there's some cool stuff like that. So yeah, when I hear a big old prop plane, that always catches my ear, because it's usually a C-130, because those are everywhere. And then there's whatever the 2-engine version of the C-130 is. Those will fly out of Mather and some other places. The Coast Guard will fly those around. I can't remember which ones those are called, but or it's a P3, which has the same type of engines, which is version of what I flew on.
It was kind of interesting when the president came and was at McClellan. He dropped in there. That same morning, I heard something big flying over, and I was like, I wonder what that is. And I wasn't connecting it at the time. But when I pulled it up on the website, it showed me, and I clicked on it, and it said it was a 747, and the picture that they used to show what plane it was Air Force One, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I remember you posted that on Facebook, and I had heard something too, and I was kind of like, since I'm right over the flight path for the little business airport, so I hear stuff every day, right? It's literally directly over my head. So I usually don't think much of it. Or if it's really loud, it's usually one of those tankers. But yeah, I heard that too. And then I saw your post, and I was like, oh, cool. That's pretty cool. And even though I was a few minutes late, I was able to find it. Like, I spent like 5 minutes searching the country, I was like, it could only be this far. And I'm like clicking around Arizona, I was like, where's Air Force One? Yeah. But yeah. It's kind of a trip that you can tell that that's what it is. I mean, what if some punk had a rocket launcher or something in his backyard? I don't know. Yeah, no, totally. That's a big, that's what they do in Afghanistan and Iraq. That's why I was never on the ground in Iraq, because my plane is too slow and it's too heavy. Like the regular version, there's P3s, and then there's the EP3, which is mine, and it has this big M&M thing in the front of it, and it has all these antennas, and it has thousands of pounds of extra weight on it. So a regular P3 can have chafes and flares. It has some kind, and can also climb a little bit faster. But we are so low and slow that we can't take off out of a place, where we could get hit by a rocket fire or a mobile surface-to-air missile system, like the SA-15 that the Russians have been exporting everywhere. Oh. Sorry, I don't usually get to drop specific order of battle knowledge. Iran, those bastards, they have been indigenously producing the Beechcraft Bonanza since the 70s without a license. Can you believe that? Well, I can, yeah. Jerks. That's crazy. Huh. All right. Well, let's see. Where else? Trying to think of another place. What's one of your favorite places to go? Barcelona. Barcelona. All right. Yeah. You've been there a lot?
I spent like a week there.
Okay.
One time. I went there on vacation. That
Right.
was the like out of all the places I've been to on like to see. It's probably the city that impressed me the most.
Okay. How did you get there?
Well, I lived in a small town, and to get out of that town, I was like, "Hey, I'll go to war." Sure. And then this girl I was dating went to school in England. So one year I got back from the war, and then I was like, I'm gonna go see this lady in England, and I flew out of Seattle Tacoma International Airport in SeaTac, Washington. It's its own city, and I flew to London, England. Have you been there?
I haven't, no. The only time I've ever been out of the United States is when I went to Japan 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
I loved it. Yeah, it was
Is
really
it
cool.
still there?
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't go to Okinawa. though.
Is it not believable if I play like I don't know what countries there are while I'm talking about all the countries I've been to?
I
Is
didn't.
Japan still there?
I was a little thrown off by the question, but you know, it is still there, or at least it was when I went. And but like I said, I didn't go to Okinawa, so I can't tell you if that's still there. But
Yeah, well, it was
Nope.
there when I was there. I was there during a monsoon, but it wasn't nearby. It was just kind of windy.
mm-hmm.
This isn't a good story. So yeah, I flew to London and then hung out in London, like London area for Christmas, and then went to Barcelona. So I flew from London to Barcelona. So I don't really know how to get to the airports though.
Oh, you don't have any memory of going to them?
No,
Okay.
no, because I didn't have to drive, so I
Right.
just checked out.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend knew how to like use the public transit, so I was just like, yeah, I'll trust you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Stayed in a hostel on the beach though in Barcelona.
How did you get there?
Probably took a cab from the airport.
Okay. You
Yeah.
just checked out again. You don't remember?
No.
Yeah.
I could have taken a train too because I went to other countries. We took trains for some of it. Like I went to Brussels and Paris. Got really sick in Paris.
Oh.
Yeah. But Barcelona's cool. There's a lot of. Have you seen the Temple of the Sacred Family? I want Skip to draw that.
Okay.
Sagrada Familia. It's just this big. It's this like big like church tower that like this. Yes, this is boring. But this guy, I think his name is Antonin Gaudi or whatever.
Okay.
He like, it was his life's work, but then he died like 40 years before they were even able to finish constructing it. Like I think they're just finishing like lately, like recently, and it's been around for like 100 years or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, they speak Catalan there.
Okay. I've heard of that.
Yeah, and back then I could speak like a little bit of Spanish, but like, Mexican Spanish from high school.
Right.
And it's just such a like diverse city. I remember I was trying to like buy some like Pakistani food, and I tried to speak Spanish to this guy, and he had no clue what was going on because he was a Pakistani who spoke Catalan, and I was a white guy who spoke really bad Spanish.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get some like French fries, and they don't call it that there.
All right. So he only spoke Catalan? He didn't speak.
I don't know. He probably spoke one of the languages they speak in Pakistan.
Sure,
But I don't know.
All right.
We were just both so confused. Yeah.
Did you see any gypsies?
I don't know. I don't know what they look like.
All right. Well, I just watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and they had some gypsies in there.
They're like cartoon version?
Yeah, they're cartoon gypsies. Green eyes, darker skin, black hair.
Come to think of it, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I joined a band of gypsies for a while.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, what was it called?
Band of gypsies.
You guys just killed me. Drawing a gypsy, if that's what you're trying to get me to do. I will not be drawing a gypsy. I think my Catalan pun is going to go. I will not be drawing a gypsy.
Just draw a witch,
Nope, tapping out.
but a nice witch.
No, Gilbert. Gilbert's gonna help me draw it. I will not draw a band of gypsies.
Wait, was that Jimi Hendrix's second band?
I don't know. I only know of The Experience.
Yeah, Band of Gypsies, yeah.
Okay.
That's not what the Temple of the Sacred Family looks like. It's more like spires, you know?
Okay. So usually on the show, the directions that people have given are places that they've driven to. And so far, you've only given us places that you've flown or ridden to or walked to. So what was the last place that you drove to?
Okay. Are you ready?
All right.
It was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Me and the lady wanted pizza because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. All right.
Okay.
So I call up the pizza place and I'm like, hey, give me some pizzas. And then I go to the, I went down 33rd toward Broadway
Right.
in my Corolla, turned left on Broadway. And then, you know where the Domino's is? Alhambra.
Alhambra, Broadway, Domino's.
Yeah, it's like,
is it kind of like a V-shaped one?
yeah.
Okay, I know that building, but it's been a while since I drove through that intersection, so I don't think it was a Domino's that last time I went through.
Yeah, no, it used to be a whorehouse.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Right.
I took a right past that onto Alhambra.
Mm-hmm.
And Domino's actually has a pretty good gluten-free crust.
Oh.
They're it's not bad. And Domino's is not good, but the gluten-free crust is pretty good. So yeah, so I went down Alhambra. I went past. So on the left on Alhambra and like T or whatever, you know the hot dog thing.
The hot dog thing.
There's a hot dog. There's like what's it called when it's like made to look like a person? Not animatronic, but is that a word?
Anthropomorphic?
Anthropomorphic.
Yeah, right.
Anthropomorphized hot dog that's lathering itself with ketchup and mustard, and it's draped in an American flag, and it's on top of this building, and it's right next to this the Korean taco place that's like in a converted gas station.
Okay, yeah.
And it's right next to there, and it's in this red building with like tinted windows. And it turns out the building is owned by the bassist from Tesla.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
got a
that's
studio
rough.
there that
Yeah.
like his buddy had a like failed hot dog business, and he gave him the hot dog out of storage. It's the weirdest thing.
All right.
So I drove past that, and I drove past the Rite Aid with the Thrifty's ice cream on the right, you know, and I drove past the Safeway.
Yeah.
I drove past the homeless people and the Del Taco.
Don't talk.
Safeway on the right, Del Taco on the left.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. Del Taco's got a lot of good stuff, man.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a long, long time, but I remember one time when I went as a kid, and I liked it.
Yeah, they got milkshakes. They got burgers. They got stuffed churros.
Okay.
And they got the tacos and everything. Yeah, so drove past that, and I took a ride on Folsom.
The Folsom. Okay. Took a right.
Yeah.
So then you would have been headed towards. Okay.
Towards ESAC.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you caught up, Skip? Yeah, so yeah, drove past some stuff there. You know, there's some bars. And then there's like the rich people houses.
Right.
Do people trick or treat in your neighborhood?
In my neighborhood, I think some people do. I don't see a whole lot though.
Yeah, everyone goes to this neighborhood, the
Right.
rich people neighborhood,
Right.
which is it's a bummer, man. I buy candy every year. I spend $30 on candy every year.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I always overestimate. There's been one trick or treater in 7 years.
I haven't got any just because I feel like, I don't know, people are going to automatically be creeped out just because I'm like a single guy that lives by himself. Like, whoa, like, I don't want to get candy from that guy. I don't know. I just feel like people would feel sketched out about it, you know?
Well, if you put a light on and you put out a jack-o'-lantern, they'll know that you're friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have this big black gate that's like intimidating. I have to like open it up quite a bit, otherwise everybody looks at that and they're like, "Oh, this guy hates people," and they're right. But I love Halloween. Yeah, so I drove past all that,
Okay.
and then there's a big old lot, you know,
Big old lot.
with there's a Save Mart,
Yeah.
there's a Petco, and there's a cryotherapy business.
Uh-huh.
You can do like cold therapy.
Okay.
And then there's a Papa Murphy's and there's a Chipotle.
Right.
And I went to the Papa Murphy's.
Oh, you went to the Papa Murphy's. Okay.
Yeah, I went to Papa Murphy's and got some pizzas. They didn't do it right.
Oh.
They didn't make the pizza right. My old lady wanted half of the pizza cheese and half of it vegetarian,
Uh-huh.
and they missed the part where half was vegetarian, so they just gave a cheese pizza. So I had to walk around for a while they fixed it. So I went to Petco and I looked at the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they didn't have any conures. All they had were parakeets.
Oh.
So that was a bummer. So I knocked over a display, told them to burn in hell, and then I went and got my pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I went to Save Mart to get some Thanksgiving stuff, and I bought a duck.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skip, just draw the cat, but with a duck beak.
Yeah.
Way ahead of you, Jason. Way ahead of you.
Did you go down 56th Street and see if you could see Robert Barry anywhere?
Does he live there?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't do that though. If you give me
I did that
his
yesterday.
address next time, I'll do that.
What if we
Okay.
just say it out loud on the air right now so we can all stop by?
Yeah.
I don't know what his address is. I just know he's in between Folsom and Jay.
Jay is like here. Okay.
Right. So I was out in my Cadillac yesterday, and I drove by, and sure enough, he was out for a walk with his wife. So I
Is that
honked.
by that park?
I don't think there's a park on 56th Street. Maybe there is.
Well, it's nearby there, right? Well, off of J 56th. I don't know, man.
Maybe.
Okay. So, but this somewhere in this area, so in between like Jason's sad Halloween feeling, Folsom, and Jay, there's the Robert Berry zone.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you got your pizza and.
Got my pizza. I bought a duck. I bought some stuff to make jalapeno artichoke dip.
I don't know what a fucking jalapeno looks like. Shut up. All right. I gotta mute myself again. Hold on.
All right. Well, I think we got to wrap it up now. So usually what I do at the end is just ask people about their car real quick. You said you had a Corolla.
Yeah.
What year Corolla?
2007.
Okay. And is this a car that you've always been interested in, or?
No, I had a BMW before this, like a 3 Series,
Oh,
that I got like a really good deal on. I always say that so people don't think I'm a douchebag.
right.
It was a really good deal, and it was a fun car. But I worked in Emeryville when I first moved to Sacramento, and the Beamer had electrical problems. So I went and looked at a Corolla, and then like 2 days later, my Beamer stopped working. So I got a lift to the car dealership, and I bought the Corolla so I could get to work that day.
Been with you, been a nice friend, reliable, friendly
Yeah.
car ever since. Huh?
The engine blew out a few years ago, but
Oh.
it happens.
Yeah.
It was at 200,000 miles. It can happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's the car does what it needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What year was the 3 Series?
2000.
Okay. So was that an E46 or an E30?
It was a 323 CI.
Okay. I'm just trying to, I don't remember if that's the E46 generation or the E36 generation.
Yeah, that's E46.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I guess it would be, yeah.
Chassis. That's a
Uh-huh.
fun word.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's our show for the night. Learned a lot about different parts of the world tonight on the show, and how people get places, and a little bit about some cool cars. And so thank you for joining us, Jason and Skip. And if anybody's watching, thank you for joining us and watching the show. And of course, thank you to Jesse at Stab for having us on here tonight. And I know Thanksgiving was on Thursday, but I just feel like giving out even more thanks today, 2 days later. So.
Well, thank you, Stephen, and thank you, Jason and Skip, and it was Nice. It was Nice, right? Not
Your guest drawers for the evening
Yeah.
were Parker
Right. Yeah.
Parker Ann. Yeah.
and Gilbert Gonzalez was voted Sacramento's #1 the best new improver of the year. 2000.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's right.
Well, thank you all. This has been a wonderful night of wonderfulness. Thank you as always, Stephen. This is always fun. And we made the watch party work earlier today. I think we're gonna miss the 1 p.m. happy time. We've missed the 1 p.m. happy time for most of the month here because Emma's busy. She's busy. She's delivering things. She's a very busy person. So, and I could use the break too. So join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the return of the Suzette Vanetti Show with a special guest, Andrew Arolfo. So that'll be fun. That's all we got tomorrow. check us out then. Check out the full calendar of events at stabcomedytheater.com to see what all's going on. Or if you're on Twitch, just scroll down. The upcoming week's events are right below us. That's it for the night. I will see you with Suzette tomorrow. And let's see if there's somewhere that we can send you guys to end your nights. Anybody still doing anything out there? Yeah. You know what? How about we send you guys over to Master Pancake Theater? Why not? See what they're doing over there. And I will see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
guys.
Jason. Thank you, Skip.
Good. Jackson's getting back.
Oh.
To never, never land.
Well, last I'll skip again. Don't put this footage in my Dateline special. I'll be dying.
All right, I'm just wrapping this up one second.
Now I lay me down to sleep.
Who's doing that Metallica cover?
Pray the Lord my soul to keep.
This is
If I die before I
Scary Pockets, Caleb Hiles. I don't know. They do like jazzy covers of stuff.
hustle.
Yeah,